Yes. It's a very automated process because this is the insight things that we have got from the HR panel because they have introduced because see I'm talking about the companies like Tech Mahindra, TCS, and Wipro and Cognizant. These people itself are into IT and they are creating their own tool where they are using, of course, this is a software company, so there are very intelligent people. Okay, so they are creating the tool internally, which they are not releasing into the market, and there is no name for the tool. It's an internal name. So they are creating that tool and helping that tool to integrate with the Naukri database, Monster database, or anything, and they are pulling the resume in that way. And probably you might have experienced that you and your friend are applying for the job. So probably you get less jobs as compared to your friends, but your friend is getting more jobs. See, selection and rejection, that is something different. I'm not talking about rejection and selection, but at least people have that hungerness that at least I should get an opportunity from the call that someone is trying to take my interview, but you're not getting calls. Why? Because your resume is not ATS optimized. Now, what do you mean by ATS? ATS is like application tracking system, where it's a digital keywords, it's a digital mechanism where people are picking the correct resume which they want. And today's world, there is no time for everyone. Everyone is like super busy in their work and schedules. So people want a very specific resume, what they want. Okay. And I'll tell you one more thing. What I was interacting last week with a couple of HR is like, probably, listen to me carefully, guys. Listen to me very carefully. I'm giving you very of a secret level information on this platform. Okay, and believe I am guaranteeing you, like you will not get this information anywhere from other organizations or any other platform. Okay, believe me. I'm a 200% guaranteed that I'm telling you very truth about the pain points of the market industry. So if you go on the LinkedIn platform, you will see that people are shortlisting the profiles, but they are not relieving the offer letters. Okay, why there is a big loophole? It's like they are taking the interviews just for the sake of showing that we are hiring, and they are creating the hype. They are not selecting, but they are giving you the fake hopes, and you guys are attending the interviews and they are not selecting. Why? Because your profiles are not relevant to them, but just for the sake of that hype, they are taking the interviews and not getting the interviews. And you might have also seen the WhatsApp group, whether it is our group or whether it is some others group, people are complaining that, hey, is there anyone from this group who got a call from KPMG and who gave the interview but didn't got the offer letter? And on that communication, I saw three comments that people said the same way that I also gave the interview for KPMG, I didn't got the offer letter. And you believe three people told the same thing on that same comment, that they got the interview but they didn't got the offer letter. Why? What is the reason? Okay, the reason is this, that they are shortlisting the profile but they are not releasing the offer letter. Why they are not releasing the offer letter? Because their profiles are not relevant to their project expectations. So now some people are into digital world, they are picking your resume very perfectly which they want, and if your resume does not contain those keywords, then your resume will not shortlist. Okay, and then you are in a depression that I'm not getting a calls for writing the interview. So that is the big loophole, but that is not getting highlighted into the down market. But I am the communicator between the down market and the up market. So I'm just providing this information for you to have that awareness. So based on this, we will also give you some AI tool. We will also give you some keywords which should be in your resume. And I have there are also who there are HR who shared me some keywords, like which keywords they are using for specific modules. So today I'm creating the workshop for ITAM, but tomorrow I'll be creating a workshop for ITOM. So what in ITOM they are looking out for? So it's not like that, like CMDB, discovery, and service mapping. So that is not called as ITOM, but what into discovery, what into service mapping. So that kind of keywords they are searching and trying to get the perfect resume for this. Okay. So now, of course, like we will having the sessions technically, and I will be also pitching into the sessions, and I will be also helping you with the counseling sessions about your resume. and try to be on a platform that when you get out of this training completion, you will have that confidence that yes, I'm ready to go into the market and search for the job. The last slide is like probably you will get the class recordings, ensuring that you can revisit the lessons again and again and study and track your own pace. So this is something about resume building preparation, job placement, and the lifetime class recordings for you guys. Okay, so let me just quickly move to the next PPT. Okay, so still we are into offerings like incredible value with HackNow offering $2,000. uh, you will get expert mentorship and career boosting opportunities and all design like the proper mechanism to design your success. Okay, like workshop recordings, we will be giving you official certification of the completion. So you will also have this completion of the certification, but this will not be a global certification. Yes, I need to talk more on the certification part, but I am planning to have that session of certification in the last when we have some technical exposure. Ebooks and digital notes, and you might have seen a lot of ebooks and digital books on our LinkedIn platform, which we are giving free of cost. So just imagine like when you enroll for this class, we also have a separate ebooks for the registered candidates who have enrolled for these programs. As I
And
told you that
and
we will.
and just to add on question, so how many of you today in this call have already gone through a couple of ebooks on our official LinkedIn page? Just drop ebook in the chat. Can I have some ebooks in the chat? Those who have already gone through our ebooks, whether on WhatsApp, Telegram, LinkedIn, or anywhere, can I have ebook in the chat? Yes, Tosi, please continue.
Okay. So I've discussed already about AI tools and AI hacks that we will be teaching you how to get utilize of that things. We are also covering. So that means we are covering some portion of the AI also, which like ITAM and AI, there is no connection. There is no connection at all. AI is again the another big world. ITAM and ServiceNow is again a big world. But we are trying to collaborate here and give that exposure. That means our candidate should be exposed towards the AI world as well. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, in a very nutshell, I don't want to read everything here. So probably you can read this here. Okay. What exactly we are providing as a hack now and what traditional providers are providing in the market. So probably in a nutshell, like hands-on project, I told you community access, I've discussed with you flexibility for the classes timings like weekend and weekdays. We are okay. We are also okay with one-on-one classes. Okay. Updates on curriculum because there are people who are using the not updated version of Ham and Sam because ServiceNow is growing like anything and they're trying to make the changes in the syllabus as well. And you might have also seen the email communication from ServiceNow that they are deactivating those on-demand courses. Why? Why they are deactivating that the on-demand courses? And because they are implementing some new syllabus on that demand, the new content. That is the reason they are discarding that things and coming with the new things. So we are always trying to capture those latest things in our syllabus. Okay. Career support, I've told you that we will be giving a career support and I will be keeping jumping on the call in middle and help you on that part as well. Learning resource, I've told you about the learning resource that we will be providing you. Okay, so basically the batch starts around um, next week or next weekend. Our team will be communicating with that things to you. So it's a weekend, probably 5 to 6 weekends is necessary. And first batch we are planning to start from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST so that people get in the morning session they are happy to enjoy the weekend in the rest of the day. So coming weekends we are planning to start the session and it will be a live instructor. It will not be a recorded session. Of course, it will be a recorded session, but the trainer will be live on the session because I have also got some information that people are posting those recorded sessions saying that it's a live session, but we are doing the live sessions. Every session will be getting recorded and it will be delivered to you for your reference. But you can have a live query, questions and answers with the trainer, and it will be online. It will not be offline. It will be an online. Okay. So this is something about HackNow. So I would like to hand over this call to Kshitij. Rastogi, who is our technical trainer, and he will guide you something about the technical aspect of HAM and SAM. He will also walk through the PDI, the use cases, and of course, jump on a questions and queries, and he can answer and he can show you the demo, like what we do in nutshell in HAM and SAM, and why there is important of HAM and SAM in every infrastructure. Okay, so yes, thank you so much, guys, for attending this session of around 30 minutes with me. So handing over to Kshitij.
Yeah, thank you, Tausif. Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Thank you for the confirmation. So let me take you to the walkthrough with the syllabus first. What the topics we are cover in the hack now while doing the workshop for ITAM Ham and Sam training sessions. So just allow me a second. I'm sharing my screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the Ham and Sam curriculum which we are following in the hack now. So in the day uh, week one, we will introduce like what is the Ham and Sam in day one. Like we will tell you like what is the ICT asset management, what is the Ham, what is Sam. So and apart from that, what is the relationship between ITSM, CMDB, and the procurement with the Ham and Sam, and this furthermore with the lab experience and the different products. Then we'll go with the life cycle stages overview, what is for ham and the sam. Although both the life cycle will be the same for the ham and sam, it will go from the planning and procurement, then it will and will be the retirement part. As you can see in each day workshops or live sessions, we have the lab activities along with that particular session. So in if you like, so it will not be a theoretical way, it will be a complete I would say best approach we are following in the hack now. Like first we'll go with the theoretical way, then we'll start with the practical way. So by this way you will get a better understanding of what is the top about the topic, and if you have any further query or further questions you can ask, and you can communicate with the same in the same class session as well. So and over here so it's completely based on the like what is the day 4 we will be having the session with the ham and sam comparison. So both tool has their own capability, their own comparisons. So in this way we will see like what is difference between the ham and sam, why we are comparing with them, and what are the benefits we will be having by occupying the ham and sam in the service now. Next will be the CMDB and CI introductions. So yeah, CMDB and CI introduction, it is not completely part of the from the CMDB part. It is just there will be we have one set of scenario I would say, or I would say uh, key part in ham and sam. So like so we will discuss about this one, what are the tables we will consume in ham and sam, and what are the CMDB records or tables we are using in, and what exact attributes we are consuming in ham and sam. Then day 6 where we go with the ham inventory management. This will show like in the ham you can see multiple things or multiple assets will be there in totally hardware asset management, which will consume or which can say your assets, your CIs, your consumer assets, your servers, and so on, and your software licensing as well. Then SAM inventory management, like how this data will come on with in ServiceNow in SAM part. So it will work with the help of the discovery, which will be running by the like it could be a different tools. It could be a ServiceNow tool or SCCM, ChamF, Intune, or Manage Engine, or Automox, or ACC, so on. So that data will be coming through these tools. We don't need to provide, we don't need to perform any or configuration on this tool. So this data will come automatically. Next will be the like David procurement process for Ham and Sam. How you can procure the licensing or procure the assets from like by generating the ticket or the purchase order number. With the help of that, when the entire process flow will we can go with the out of the box order customization, custom process as well. So with that process, we can go and we can track the what current scenario of what current situation of the asset will be, like whether we so in if you remember so once the start process will start, so and you have activate or you have started the procurement process, so the first stage of the asset will be the on transit or in transit will be. So post that, once you perform and once you come gone through the entire process of the procurement, your state will form the procurement or on order to it will become your in stock. Then it will be the vendor management. So vendor management will come under in both Ham and Sam. Because sometimes it could be like in your organization, in any organization, there could be a chances where you can see that there are few assets, or it could be your hardware or software. Those assets will be based on the vendor management. Like they have procure few assets, which is they have from the vendor on the lease basis. So you can create some vendor management request, or you can tag those assets under that. Then we have some contract management, like if you are buying any assets or on a lease basis. So those will come under the contract. It could be based on the like you have procured in the that assets in for a month, quarter basis, half yearly basis, or yearly basis. Then we'll be having the deployment of the hardware. So you can see that it could be your so this way will like once your procurement is done and you have assigned the asset, so you need to perform some deployment processes as well, like the imaging of the assets. So like in you can't give any asset to the user, so like you need to perform some imaging of that assets, and you want to put some security tools in that asset, so you that will be part of the deployment part. Furthermore, then it will move to the software deployment. Once the hardware deployment task is done, then you have to deploy some software installation software on that machine. You can utilize, you can perform this with the your patching management tool like SSCM, JMF, or Intune. Then you can track the utilization of the assets with the help of ServiceNow. You can track that whether this asset is available or it is currently in use or not. Yeah, you will get the, that information in your ServiceNow. Furthermore, you can say will be the maintenance management, where you can track the warranty of the particular assets, and you can maintain the life cycle warranty for your or subscription period of your software as well. You will get the notification from the tool itself. Earlier, I would say the previous version of the service now in SAM part, there was if any software got expired, you have to perform, or you have to create some logic for yourself, where you have to create a notification which will trigger to you and your item asset license manager. They will he will got to notify that okay, this asset or this license is got expired, so we have to renew that those license. So but from the Washington, Washington, Xanadu, and Vancouver version, we are getting the renewal calendar in software asset workspace, which highlight or which also give you the insight that these are the license are going to be expired within a 30 days, 90 days, 60 days, or 120 days. Further, any doubts or question so till far?
Um, Hi there. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, hi,
Hello.
Ravi.
Yeah. So this all topic we cover are HSM and SAM. Right?
Sorry.
You will cover all HAM and SAM, right? Topics in the course.
In today workshop, I have few topics along where like I have selected out and major those are topics will be the like I would say important one, cause it will you will use or you can see in your daily life as well if you are if you are a Ham and Sam engineer.
Right now, I'm working in the asset management,
Mm-hmm.
like physical ITA, assets prop. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to move to the ServiceNow ITAM.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn directly HAM, SM is fine. So other papers I need to learn before this one.
Okay. Now, furthermore, that we have support process integrations. So these are the topics which we have in our curriculum, where for the live classes. So these are the topics which we will cover in during the sessions, live sessions, like support process integrations, then software license compliant. I would say this will be your major, or I would say important topic in the SAM. So called this will be a, I would say this topic will help you to understand like whether you are compliance or non-compliance in your organization. If you are compliant, that it's good. If you're not, that means you are failing something in your organization while doing while implementing your SAM. So it will helps you to save the a huge amount of money in your organization by or avoiding the penalty from the vendors. Balancing the vendors, so vendors will be your OEM partners like Microsoft, Adobe, SAP, Salesforce, so on. Okay, as you can see, in every organization there will be an audit will going on on the basis of the yearly basis. That audit will be conducted by the these OEM like Microsoft and the Salesforce or Adobe, where you will major concern, I would say, or major penalty was hit by the Microsoft. It could be your three times of the amount which you have procured. So this is the major, I would say, huge topic in SAM. I would, or the major, very important topic in the SAM. It's a next is Hammond compliance and auditing. So yeah, if you are an organization, so compliance will be the very main for you. I would say very important for you. It could be like a compliance and auditing part. So where you have to identify by how many assets you are having. If it is available in your inventory, like you are showing, suppose in your organization you are having 6,000 of assets and you are showing 5,000 of assets. Due to some issue, those 1,000 assets are not discoverable, but it is available. So once any auditor team will come, they will find out that there are thousands of assets are discrepancy in there, so they will mark you as a non-compliant. And SAM auditing and the optimization, yeah, so it will be a like so we will have some publisher packs family which is given by the ServiceNow for the SAM. We have to manage that those publishers, and we have to optimize the license position report. And so once you complete your once you done with the configuration of the SAM and you're done with your development part of the SAM, then you can will be able to create one license position report, I would say. So that license position report, it will be your first level of the ELP, which said effective license position, which shows you the entire things, I would say, or which give you the real picture whether you are compliant or non-compliant. By that, you can make your you can identify which license we are overutilizing and which license we are not underutilizing. If you are underutilizing, that goes no problem. But if you are overutilizing, here this will be a great issue for you, for the organization. Then we have the retirement and disposal part in HAM, and the retirement and reuse part for SAM. So in HAM, you can see that like any assets, if it is a hardware, so you can retire those assets by you can just do the scrap part, or you can just dispose those assets, or you can perform some audit, not that audit. You can go for the donation part for asset, hardware asset. But if it is a software, so you can't dispose or you can mark retire any software. But if it is a subscription based product, it will mark as an retired. But if you can procure the license for again, and you can that product will become in the software assurance or plus software subscription. So just license type will get changed, but the license will be again will be in the renewal phase. Then we have the reporting parts in the KPIs and for optimization and the hardware part. So we have earlier we in HAM, we have the hardware asset workspace and the software asset workspace, which show you the entire reporting of the assets, whether it your so and assets each and every workspace will show you whether you are normalized or not. If you are normalized, then how much normalized you are. So normalization is a, I would say, will play a very crucial role or in hardware asset management and the software asset management, because the norm with the help of the normalization, you will see or you will track the life cycle of the asset as well. When I'm saying the life cycle, so life cycle, it will be the first level of life cycle will be given by or will be identified by the OEM, and like OEM, like with a vendor who create or who manufacture those assets, like for the if I talk about the hardware part, so it will be like Dell, Lenovo, Acer. These will be your H Hewlett Packard. These will be your vendors for the hardware asset. And if for the software, it will be your Microsoft, Adobe, Oracle, Red Hat. This so they will release some sort of dates for each and every quarter or monthly or yearly or quarterly basis, where they mark as a software as a mark like EUL or EUS. So basis on that you can so those basis on that you can plan your organization. Then from this version we have to move to the this version to just so you can upgrade that lessons. I hope till here we are clear with these topics.
Hi, Shikush. Hello.
Hello.
Would you take these sessions daily or like on a weekend basis?
On the basis or it will be on the weekend basis.
On weekends. The timing is 11 after 11
Yes.
because next week you have maybe you have one workshop as well
Hmm.
related to admin and it would be in conflict.
No, it will not be a one session. It will be a recurring basis where you will see where we have to go in each and every topics on the daily basis.
Okay. So then maybe the next
If any one of them are available, so we will plan the batches accordingly. And guys, it's a request to everyone. Just keep noting all your doubts, queries in your notebooks or anywhere, and we will have a Q&A sessions at the end. So feel free to ask all your questions and all your doubts. We will address all the questions at the end. So till the time, please allow the trainer to complete his curriculum.
Okay. So now that we will so while doing the on sessions, so we will follow the what are the best practices we have in Ham and Sam. We will incorporate all those things into the sessions, and we will having the case study for the implementation plan. Post that, you can see that we have some set of conditions like a ham integration with ITSM and SAM integration with the ITSM. So like we will see the like what are the showback and chargeback models and incident problem management. Like why I'm saying the incident problem management in ham. So if you have any issues with your hardware asset, so you can raise the uh, incident request or change manage or problem based on the requirement you have. On the basis of that, you will be, can see if it is a like your desktop is not working, so you can raise the request based on whatever the requirement you have, you can raise. Then we have the ham and sam certification overview. So in right now, like if we talk about the every organization, I would say, or if you are working on any item based project, so ServiceNow will recommend you that the developer should have the at least one certificate. It could be a CIS SAM or CIS ham. So we will help you in that one also, providing you the sample questions and resources, and give you the mock quiz using community questions. Then we have the final, which will be the hands-on lab and wrap-up question as Q&A post the training just got complete. Okay. So let me start with the technical sessions with right now.
So next session will be next week, right?
Yes, for the different we have. I hope my screen is
For this
visible.
one, before need to start course, or I mean, start the course. So we need to learn any CMDB or ServiceNow admin part, anything. Is
No,
there
we don't
required?
need, you don't need, like, we don't need to require a CMDB, because in Ham and Sam, you, if you are learning, so you will get a fair idea what is CMDB. But if you want to explore furthermore, you can opt the CMDB courses.
Okay, so after Sam, after we can learn it. So no required to
Yeah,
be before this one need to learn.
yeah. So in Ham and
So
Sam, you
further,
will be have, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, please go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead. If once we learn ITAM like Sam and HM, so we this is enough to keep in the resume. So because
So,
my background is the IT, so I'm working as an asset spoke right now in the past 4 years.
mhm. Okay.
So it
So,
is visible, right?
first, the, I would say, good options in ham, it will be a, like, whether it would be a uh, technical person or it could be your functional person. So if you have the knowledge of the itam or ham or sam, you can be your go with the non-functional role, I would say BABPC role. If you are good with the scripting part, you can go with the technical role as a developer of the ham and sam.
What you say? B something
Business
BABP.
analyst and yeah, business analyst and business process consultant.
Okay. So as now I'm just now I'm handling disposal part like what you are the content you show me. No? So that is all similar to me.
Mhm.
Disposal, inventory, and as well assigning the assets. I
Mhm.
feel like it is all similar to me.
So yeah, it is will be the same. See, asset management, whatever the hardware asset management which we have in service now, it is the same which we are following in the real life as well.
Okay. So why?
If
Because
there
so
is
I'm
the
just
thing.
working in the SAP,
Mhm.
SAP in SAP SAP in the main campus. So like we are using the own tools, SAP tools.
Mhm.
We are using only ServiceNow as the ticketing tool, the part of like this all.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. So I can go ahead, right? So I can be this can keep in my resume like past I work in this same ServiceNow like a hardware management service software management, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then this will be very helpful to me in the my career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'll wait for the next week.
Mhm. Okay. So let me share my screen. Just let me know once my screen is visible.
Yeah, I'm not using.
Okay. So topic will be the introduction to ITS, ITAM. So IT asset management is like so under the IT asset management is the process of ensuring an organization assets. It could be like are accounted for, deployed, maintenance, upgraded, and dispose of it when necessary. So as you mentioned that the entire process will be like based on this thing mainly. So it could be your asset you are procuring, you are maintaining those assets, you are deploying, or you can dispose those assets when if the life cycle, or I would say warranty got expired. So
Yeah, end
ITAM
of life.
includes, yeah, ITAM includes both hardware and as a software asset management. So in both the way, we maintain entire life cycle of the both the assets. It could be hardware or software. Okay. So the so in item includes the everything from physical assets like building and equipment to intangible assets like software and data. The goal is to ensure that assets are used efficiently, maintained properly, and disposed of responsibly, while also adhering to regulation and license agreements. So what I'm saying, the dispose responsibly, disposable of the responsibility. So like if you are going with the hardware asset management and performing any disposal, so it will ask you to give set of attach some set of documents I would say the valid documents. So post that you can mark that those assets will be a disposed. So you will be yeah, so if you have the audit and you show that these much of like except as I just mentioned earlier as well, like suppose you have 6,000 assets and you are currently you are showing 5,000 assets available in your inventory, and so and you have you mentioned that some set of assets you have marked as disposed. So they will ask you the proof. Where is the proof of those where you have marked those assets as a disposed? So you in ServiceNow you can show them that these are the assets where it shows marked as a disposed. In so where you can see, so under the assets field tab, I would say form, there is a tab that says dispose. So on that way, where you will get a one hardware disposal order number. That disposal order number will tell you that this assets will mark as disposed on this particular date. These are the document which we have received. Okay. So under the and we have some key aspects of the IT asset management, like the lifecycle management. Second will be the optimization. Third, compliance, and fourth will be like security. There could be a furthermore as well. If you just go and go with the lifecycle also, there will be somewhere it could be around six stages. Somewhere it could be four, or somewhere it's five, somewhere it's eight. So it totally depends on the basis on the platform. Okay, while I'm saying the life cycle management, so life asset management in income, sorry, the life cycle management it under the life cycle of the asset, from the procurement and deployment to maintenance, upgrades, and retirement of that particular assets. I would say the retirement or the dispose with because it could be based on the organization. Some organization go with the retirement process, some organization go with the disposal process, and some will go with the donation process as well. So it totally depends on the organization need. Optimization, it aims to maximize the value of assets by ensuring they are used effectively and efficiently, and they are not wasting any assets, or they are not they there is no asset which they are not utilizing those assets proficiently, and optimizing the resource allocation. So in if you have the asset, you can directly assign that particular asset to the user. The compliance part, which is I would say very crucial for any organization, is like the asset management requires the assets which you are using currently in the organization. Should be the compliance and compliance with the relevant regulations, like we have some industry standards as well in the SAM. Okay, it could be where you can that could be your certified with the ISO. So there are multiple certificates are available in the market. So each and every organization should be go with those particular certificates. So now second will be the difference between the ham and sam. So you can see that the scope is will be like software asset specific life cycle and the hardware physical hardware life cycle. When I'm seeing the and by the naming also you can identify that if it is a software, that means you can't feel or you can't touch those ones. You can see that you have the license, but for in case of hardware, it's a physical asset which you have in your organization, which you can touch and you can feel. Examples for the ham and sam. So software licensing like Microsoft 365 license, Adobe Cloud licensing. These are the major, I would say, examples for in sam. And ham will be your laptop, desktop, monitors, and consumable assets. When I'm saying the consumables, so consumables your will be your like keyboard, mouse, your printer papers, your cartridge, printer cartridge. This will be your consumables, where it's they have you have some set of life cycle. Although you don't have the life cycle for the consumable, there will be like use and throw options. Key tables will be for the ham and sam, it will be like ALM license and CMDB software product table. So ALM license is the software license table, and the CMDB software product model will be the software model table. Software model table, it's specific for the softwares which we have in your organization. And for the ham, it will be your ALM asset table. ALM asset table will be the key table for the asset, and the CMDB hardware product model table is the main table for the hardware product model. So both features, both modules have different tables. there will plenty of more tables will be there. If you go with the furthermore, like if you go in the ham and you from moving to the asset to the CI, the table name get changed, like the CMDB hardware will get come into the picture, CMDB CI server, Linux server, CMDB CI Windows server, CMDB CI Netgear, and so on. Purpose of SAM, it's a license compliance, and the ham will be the tech asset, physical assets. Okay, so benefits of having a SAM. So this will be the major part for having the SAM in the organizations. First, it's a license compliance and the audit readiness. Why I'm saying the license compliance and the audit readiness. So in every organization, you can see multiple softwares are installed on the machines. So some are permissible and some are not permissible. So permissible, and when I'm seeing the permissible and non-permissible, that means they are allowing your any software which are part of your organization or which are approved by your organization security team, that these are the software which you can use in your system. Those become your permissible or whitelisted software. These two terms can be different based on the organization, and if those software is not allowed by the security team, you can mark those as a non-permissible software or blacklisted software. So in SAM, we can have we have that feature which helps you to identify whether this will be a permissible or whitelisted software or blacklisted software. With the help of this one also, you can comply help you can like with the help of this, SAM will give you the insight, or will give you the one report which says the license position report, that I will also show you on the tool is also. So that license position report will tell you or will give you the better picture, like this much of product which you are using in your organization for a specific publisher. So first thing, let me just clear you over here. In ham, I will say the vendor or manufacturer. In sam, I will say publisher. So both are same. If I say it Microsoft, so in sam it's notified as a publisher. In ham, it is notified as a manufacturer. Okay, so if I'm saying in publisher, that means it is same, the manufacturer is the same. So once on the yeah, so I was on the license position report. So in the license position report, it will give you that these are the products of that particular publisher. I would like to take an example of the Microsoft. So from the Microsoft, we are using around 20 or 30 products. Out of these 30 products, 15 products are compliant, and the 15 products are not compliant. So if you see it on the show, get on the picture, and you see that these are the 15 products which are non-marked as a non-compliant. These are more, I would say, concerned products where you have spent a lot of money on those products. So tool will give you this, show you the license compliance version report as well. So by having the SAM, you can track those licenses and you can make those product as well compliant. Second, software spend optimization. These features will help you to identify, or you can you can spend on the specific product. So you don't need to spend a lot of money on the different product which you are not fully utilizing in the organization. Automated discovery and the normalization. So automated discovery and the normalization is like that whenever, if you have the CMDB in place in the organization and you are running those discovery scheduled jobs on a daily basis or the weekly basis, so the software data will automatically will be coming in your software installation table or in ServiceNow, and the normalization will be done by the ServiceNow content library. So I will show you I will explain you the this feature, the normalization part uh, in the next session, also in the next coming PPT, although also on the my PDI as well. Next will the integrated lifecycle management. So you can, when I'm saying the integrated lifecycle management, you can incorporate or you can add the particular catalogs in your well, for the ham and sam. By that, those you can track the lifecycle of assets. Visibility and reporting. So on the reporting, so earlier we have in from the Venco or to Yokohama version, we have previous one we were having multiple software dashboards there, where you can see the multiple reports will be part of the will be there, like the you can see that compliance report, you can see the top 5 publishers reports, what all the products you are, how much money you are spending on those products, what is the usage view. But now once from the latest version, we have the software asset workspace. On that software asset workspace, all these reports are the part of that particular policy enforcement and reclamation. So yes, like with the help of this way, you can reclaim those software as well which are not part or which are not utilizing by the user. So by this way you can do this cost saving as well. Now the benefits of the hardware asset management. So it will give you the full asset lifecycle visibility, like in the same place, or would say single platform, where you can see that what all the software or what all the hardware assets you have, and you can categorize with the manufacturer. Okay, I have the 700 assets from the Dell, from thousands of assets are from the lab Lenovo. I have 500 Microsoft Service Pro, which comes from the Microsoft, few from the iPads. I have few MacBooks Pro. So single solution, I would say single platform for all your hardware asset. So where you can see entire life cycle of the product as well. Inventory and the stockroom management. So yes, in ham you can create a stockroom as well, and you can where you can add them inventory over there with the help of stockroom, or I would say with the help of a hardware asset management professional. You can manage the inventory like by putting the stock rule. The stock rule is help you to mark those create a threshold, like if you have the inventory of the any stock room, and suppose it got breached the timeline from you have put the condition is like 10, or I would say 5 of assets, and it got breached that one. So it will automatically based on the choice you have selected while creating the stock rule, it will create the either could be a transfer order or purchase order, or it will notify the vendor as well. Next, improve asset utilization. Yeah, so it will the entire process will show you that you have this much of assets which are available for your in your organization, and this much of assets. These are the assets which are not available, which are available, and which are assigned to the user and they are not utilizing with the help of the reclaim asset options. Streamline workflows. If you having the ham pro, so you will get I would say features, or I would say add-on features while implementing the ham pro, that you will get multiple workflows out of the box available in the organization i- instance. First will be the loaner asset workflow, disposal workflow, purchase order, transfer orders, and asset refresh, AS, advanced shipment notification, and furthermore. Compliance and sustainability. With the help of this one, it will the tool itself, it will show you whether you can perform some audit also basis on the monthly, or based on the your criteria. You can create some set of compliance report as well, integrated with other modules with the so you as you forgotten the name, but as you mentioned that you have the SAP, so you can perform the integration with the SAP modules, where you can fetch the records of the PO orders from your SAP tool to in ServiceNow, and further different tools as well. And if I talk about the modules, and you can integrate with the ITSM for creating the incidents, and the CMDB for the managing your entire inventory. The next topic will be the ITAM core concepts. So asset versus first will be the in hardware asset management, it will be a asset versus configuration item. So this is, I would say, a uh, important topic in hardware asset management, because sometimes we got confused whether it is any asset will be so there is a one theory so that says every asset can be CI, but not all CI can be assets. Okay, they have some dependency in both items. So when I'm talking about the assets and the CI, So first will be the purpose. So asset will give you the solve the purpose of your financial and contractual and the life cycle tracking. And the CI, it's the operational and service related and the configuration tracking. So assets will be the managed by the IT asset management, and the CI will be the managed by the IT service management, ITSM. Focus area for the asset will be the ownership cost to warranty, depreciation cost, life cycle of an asset, and the CI. There will be like service impact, dependency, performance issue, availability of those particular CI. And the lifecycle events tracked for the asset will be the purchase, assignment, transfer, return, or disposal. And for the CI, it will be your deployment, incident, changes, services, dependency. And the table will be for the asset will be like asset table, and the CI for the CI, it will be a CMDB table. Configuration management management database table, and for the asset table. Examples for the assets will be your laptop, monitor, mobile phone, software license. CI will be your email servers, router, application database, and server. This is the asset lifecycle. So you can see the first phase will be the request. Second will goes to the fulfillment. Third, inventory, deploy, monitor, service, then retire. So this process will get changed as per the requirement or as per the organization. Some can be show with the 5 lifecycle assets or lifecycle phases. Some can show the 8, some can show 10, some shows 8. It could depend. It totally depends on you. So first we will go with the request. So I am taking the example for the, you can say, I would say any assets. Okay, so a live example. So you joined any organization, so your manager or your HR just raise a request for you for the hardware asset. So once they request, so it will go to the fulfillment department, where they will they will check whether they will allow, they will approve your request basis on the if the asset is available or not. Then it will go to the inventory room for the stockroom manager, where they will see that yeah, yes, asset is available. So if the asset is available, they will just mark at they will deploy the asset to the user location, and from that location, that part, the monitor and the service phase will simultaneously work around. So if you find out that your asset is not working properly, so you will raise a service request, and incident or service SR will be get raised, where basis on the requirement, and there will be some maintenance will be going on. Once it's done, you will get the asset will get back. Then it will go follow. And furthermore, if your asset will come will breach the warranty expiration date, it will mark as a retire, and the disposal process will go gets will be done started. Furthermore, if you find out and the inventory stockroom manager find out that the inventory is not available in the stockroom, or I would say warehouse, so they will raise a ticket for the transfer or the purchase order basis on the selection. If you have multiple stock rooms available for in the same location, you can raise the transfer order. If not, you can raise the purchase order from procuring the assets from the vendor or the direct from the distributor. Okay. Next will be the like item benefits. So first, it will be the improved asset visibility and control. So yes, with the help of IT asset management, it will you can have the complete visibility of the what all the assets you have, and what is the current current assets you are having in your organization. What is the current numbers of those assets you have? How many assets are available in the in use state? I'm saying both for Ham and Sam, and what all the assets are available in the stock room. But and software will be not part of your stock rooms. You can put that, but mainly it will be on build state. What all the assets will be your coming under your I would say retire process. Second will be the cost optimization. With the help of item, you can see and you can get the better picture, like these are the assets which I'm currently using, or these are the assets which I'm not using so much. This is the my license cost optimization will be, I can if there is assets which is required from the different user, and I have that asset which is not which is assigned to some other user, and he is not using from set of time period, you can take that from as that take that asset from that user and assign that asset to the needy user. Compliance and risk reduction, it will have you to give you the better picture of the compliance, whether it you compliance like whether you are a compliance or non-compliance. It will help you to reduce the risk as well. So that means you can like as I mentioned earlier as well, that compliance and non-compliance is a major concern of each and every organization. Operational efficiency, yes. So with the help of this platform or module item, yes. Is anybody saying something? Hello. Okay. Operational efficiency, that means like with the help of this tool, you can see what all the assets are available in your organization and what is the functionality, whether how many assets are available for operational use. You can mark those assets and as operational, and if there is any asset which is require some maintenance and there are some damage has happened for in on those assets, you can mark those assets as a non-operational. Better decision making with the if you have the inventory in front of your eyes, so you can manage or you can create better, you can create a better decision making by um, checking the entire uh, process, or I would say the stock room, what how many assets are available, what all the current scenario, what I would say how many assets are most required by the user, what all the softwares are required by the user, so you can go with the you can plan accordingly. Enhance security and governance. So with the help of this one, you can enhance the security, like you can perform some TCO in your asset management with the help of that one, like you can also put some barcode reader also or RFID tag implement in that one, by that apart from those assets which have the RFID tag on your machine, along they will if there is no RFID tags available in your those assets, so those will asset will not be come or enter into your system domain. And for the same for the software as well, if you have marked any software as a blacklisted software, so that asset or software will not be allowed by the user to install. If it is installed on the machine, you will get the notification that this particular software which is installed on this particular user, it is a blacklisted software, and you have to remove the software from your machine. Yeah, now it's a SAM. So what is SAM? So SAM is a set of business practices for managing and optimizing the purchase, deployment, maintenance, utilizations, and disposal of software applications. So while I'm saying that these things, so with the help of SAM, you can, along with that, you can also go and manage your license optimization as well. Like the license optimization will be multiple things. It could be your cost optimization. So like with major concern on each and every organization will happy to see the how many softwares I can save from the this tool. So if you are showing that this much of amount you can save from the this by implementing the software asset management in the organization, so every manager, I would say, or every organization will happy to see that this much of license amount I can save by implementing the SAM tool, or this much of a license. uh, you can see that with the help of SAM, you can see that okay, this much of license I have to make any product as a compliant. So all also it will show you that this much of by putting this much of cost, you can make any software product as a compliant. Okay, so yeah, and in SAM, it works with the different discovery tools. It could be your ServiceNow, SCCM, Intune, JAMApp, etc. The second point will be the normalization. So normalization part will be like it will just normalize the product publisher uh, product over publisher product basis on the content library has the data. So like suppose the data is coming through this service on discovery, it's a raw data. So there will be some some random words will be there or some short form will be there. So service normalization will do their job. They will just find out what is the name is present of over here under the some set of fields, and it will normalize with the whatever data is available in their content library. Okay, then with the help of normalization you will see that it will help you to in the license optimization as well, and the license lifecycle as well, and it will show you the better picture for the uh, doing the maintaining the lifecycle for the like what all the softwares come under the EOL or US. License reconciliation is like it will just reconcile the data, whatever the installation data is present on the ServiceNow table, and it will reconcile with your what all the softwares you have procured and versus what all the softwares you are consumed. So it will reconcile and it will give you the picture that this much of license you have procured, this much of license you are consumed, and this much of license are available with you. Next will be the software models. So software models, I would say it's a tool itself, not a tool, it's a product which gives you the insights. It's, I would say, identification of the particular software. So if a software model, we can say that we can understand by this term. So you have one product, okay, you have procured Microsoft 365 E3 Enterprise Edition. So the software model for this particular product will be your Microsoft Office 365 Enterprise E3. So this complete will be your software model, which has the combination of publisher, product, version, and edition. Publisher is your Microsoft, product M365, version is E3, and edition is Enterprise. Okay. Now is the software model and entitlements. Just a second. Let me share. Let me take you the instance as well. So this topic will become, we can go with the show, see the live over on the instance. Just a second. Okay. Let's just give me a minute. Just have to put my laptop on charge. Just to give me a minute. Sorry everyone, I took more than a minute. So let me just share my screen again. Just let me know once my screen is visible to you all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we have the topic was like software models and the software entitlements. Okay. So software models is a software model is a profile of the software that you have purchased, including information about the publisher, product, version, and discovery map, which I just explained right now. Away. And the second will be the entitlement. So entitlement is your software entitlements are used to relate the software model to the right that you have purchased. In layman terms, software entitlement will be your software license, a physical copy of your license which you have procured from your vendor. So okay, let's go through the PDI itself. So what are the software models you have? So if your instance or if you have the instance, you can see this. This is the software product, our software product model table, where you can see that model are present over here with the name, or I would say the combination of your publisher, product, version, and edition. If I just open this one, so we have this will be the complete example of publisher, product, version, edition, and discovery map as well. Okay, just as you can see over here, this will be your publisher, this is your product, this is your version, which says that this particular version product version is for this particular product is a CC 2017. Now if you while I'm saying that discovery map, so you can see this field is available, discovery map. Okay, so this field, I would say, discovery map will work as a bridge between the software model and the software discovery model. While I'm saying that match working as a bridge between the software model and software discovery model, why I'm saying that one, let me show you. Let's me open this notepad as well. That give me the word. Okay. So while we are doing the software, implementing the software asset management in the organization, so we have in the first phase, we will be having the raw data, which comes under your software installation table with the help of discovery. Okay, and when I'm saying the discovery, so it could be anything, any kind of discovery. It could be your ServiceNow discovery, your SCCM based discovery, your Intune, or JAMF. Okay, etc. So the data will come with the help of discovery under on this table, software installation table. So once it's come, and so ServiceNow will automatically generate a discovery model for each software installation. Okay, software discovery model. So this software discovery model is the identity key for all the installations which we have on the software installation table. Like suppose uh, we have some set of installation record we find out on the software installation table with the help name of the Microsoft 365 Enterprise E3. Okay, and it will will be your discovery model. Okay, and it has around 100 of installations are present over here on the installation table, on software installation table. Hundreds of installations are present on software install table. Okay, so now we have the software licensing for Microsoft Enterprise E3 to map with this discovery model, or I would say these installations with the software model, we will be using the discovery map. This discovery map will the tool with once we are having the reconciliation, so this discovery pipe will tell the reconciliation that this particular model, the model will be like this one. This particular model for this product has one discovery model which says this one to, so that you can utilize or you can normalize or you can reconcile the licensing, whatever the license I have incorporate with this software model, just consume from this numbers and show this particular product whether it could be a compliant or non-compliant. Okay, as you can see for this software model, I can create one. I can show you that any model over here which has the discovery map. Yeah, so you can see this particular product, Adobe System Acrobat DC Professional, where I have all these things: publisher, product, version, edition, and the discovery map. And if you want to see what all the software installations are present, so you just go over here and see show matching discovery map. Okay, once you click this one, if we have any installations are present on the software sort table, so there will be a software discovery model will be created. So this discovery map will work as a bridge between this software model and these two discovery model. Okay, and each discovery model have their own installation record. For this Acrobat, Adobe Acrobat Pro DC 2015, these much of installations are present 169. And also you can see this is the data coming from the discovery. That's what I'm saying. I was saying that whatever the data is coming from the discovery, it's a raw data. ServiceNow will enhance or do some normalize, and you will get a good picture of the particular product. So it says Adobe System Acrobat DC Professional, and the version is 2015. Okay, so this software model will be used by these two discovery model, and whatever the license we have for this particular product or model, the license will be consumed by these two different software model discovery model. So if I talk about the consumption, it could be it will be 169 and 18. So it will be around 180 somewhere. So the total count of the license will be consumed by this particular software model. License will be 180 will be minus for whatever the license we have procured. Okay. I hope these two terms are clear to you all. Next, let me just go to the second topic. License types, compliance, and reconciliation. So while I'm saying the license types, so in SAM, we have multiple license types available in over here. So it could so license metric will be like with the help of license metric, we are set in the software entitlements and used for reconciliation in various metric groups and software model combination. So license metric will be like it will tell you or it tell you about what kind of software it is. If it is a user subscription, that means this license will be assigned to the user on the subscription basis. If it is a per user, that means this license is assigned to a single user, and per device and per named user and server per care, and there are multiple license metrics are available. Okay, so as I'm saying, the license metrics are set in software environments are based on the metric groups. Okay, so let me why I'm saying this one. So we have the 5 publishers pack families in ServiceNow, which we say publisher pack family. Those publisher pack family will comes as a Adobe, Microsoft, IBM. Then we have Citrix. Then furthermore, we have common, then concurrent licenses, common, concurrent license. Okay, and these are for this one: Microsoft, Adobe, IBM, Citrix, and IBM for the, I guess the last one is like VMware and Oracle. So now VMware is not available. So I would not the available in the sense the parent company is get changed from the VMware to Broadcom. So these are the five, I would say, major publisher pack family. Also, we have the SAP also, but I'm taking these five major publisher pack family as a uh, license metric group for INSAM. Well, I'm saying the license metric for this one. So each and every publisher pack have their own license metric. I would, if I talk about the Adobe publisher, so we have per device, per user, and user subscription. Okay. If so per device, per user subscription. So per device, it's like that means you are the license a device for the number of installation of software. That means you have assigning a license to the device only, not the user. You are assigning a license to the device machine only. So that means software can be installed multiple times on that particular machine. Second is like per user. That means you are assigning a license to a specific user, or assigning a license or the number of installation of the software to a user only. Then we have this user subscription. That means the number of activated software subscription assigned to a specific user for a specific set of time. Okay. Then we have Microsoft. So we'll be having the same license metric for the which we have in the Adobe, but along with that, we will be having multiple furthermore license metric in Microsoft. It will be like per core. Okay. Under the per core, with we'll be having the one option with the backcal. I will show you the same thing on the core like PDI also. Okay. Per core with cal. Then we have but it will be like per device, then per processor, then per user, then server, and user subscription. Okay. So, and furthermore, there will be different license metric based on the publisher. Like in IBM, you will be having the one PVU, RVU. These are the license metric which used by the physical those server, whether it is a physical server or virtual server. Okay. Let me show you the same thing on the instance as well. So these license metric will be available on the software entitlement. So the table name for the software entitlement will be the ALM underscore license table. Okay. Now if I just open the click on the new, and if you go on the metric group, if you select the Adobe, under the license metric, you will see three per device, per user, and user subscription. If you select Microsoft license metric, you will be having the device cal, per core with cal, per device, per processor, per user, server per instance, server per server, user cal, and user subscription. If I talk about the IBM, so you will be having authorization unit, user value unit, employee value unit, external user unit, and these PBU, RVU, and virtual processor unit. Earlier it was not there, but from the last release, uh, Washington Zenado Venco version, we having virtual processor core unit. This in license metric will help you to mark those license or assign those license to the virtual machine as well. Okay. Compliance. So this compliance as it will show you the whether you are over license or under license. So this is a bad, I would say, on basis on that part also, you can find out whether you are compliant or non-compliant. compliant. In SAM, you will see these two options, these two terms, where first one is compliant, another one is non-compliant. Compliant means, that means whatever the license you have, you are utilizing under the procure licensing. The number of license which you procure or you having, if you utilizing under that, that means you are compliant. If you are not, if you are overutilizing, that means you are non-compliant. Software license from the number of procurement. Okay, reconciliation is, as I mentioned, it is also is already mentioned over here. It will help you to it will show what install versus entitlement versus use. So whatever the license you have procured and whatever the license you have consumed, it will show you the, on the basis of that you will see whether you are compliant or non-compliant. So let me show you the same over here also. So yeah, the license metric I have shown it to you. Now let me show you the license position report. For that one, I would say this will be over here. Okay, CMP license. This is the report which say license position report. Over here you can see what all the software are products are you are compliant or whether it is a non-compliant. Okay, if it is compliant, so it will show you this much of license you have procured, this much of license are available with you. If you are utilizing any consume, so this will show you the same thing. If you have 210 license and you have consumed 210, that means you have utilized whatever you have. If the number will get changed from 210 to 211, this particular product become non-compliant. Okay, as you can see, for this particular software SQL Server Enterprise 2016, we have 125 license, we have consumed one, and still we have 124 license available with us. Now if I go on the non-compliant part, so for the Microsoft Enterprise 365 E5, you can see we have 17 license that, and we don't have the license for this particular product. That's why, and also we are consuming. So that's because of that reason, this particular product becomes non-compliant. This tool also will show you that this much of license that you are using, you don't have the licensing as well, but you are utilizing. So either you can go and procure that software licensing or license, or you can uninstall the license. Reclamation rule. So this along with the help it's go with the name as well. So we are just reclaiming, or we are taking back from the we are taking back licensing from the user. So with the help of reclamation rule, you can reclaim unused software from the user. When I'm saying the unused software, that means you find out in your organization there are some few users who are not utilizing the particular software from set of time periods, like 30 days. You can whatever the condition you have put. So like, take an example, you have put a condition on the reclamation rule. It's somewhere else, so it will show the notification for if any user are not utilizing any software from past 60 days, the notification get triggered. So based on that one, you will see that okay, only there are few software which are not utilizing by the user from past 60 days. So tool will get create a notification to the user. There's this much of license. We are not this particular license is not consumed by the user from set of this date. So you can reclaim that license from the user. Also, it will along with that, it will notify the user. Also, if you set up the condition you have checked, so it will go and check and notify the user, and you can reclaim the set software by with the help of SCCM tool. Sorry. So let me show you the same over here. So under the software reclamation asset, it's a software reclamation rule which we have already available. It's a out of the box is available. Once you perform the integrations with the Adobe or Microsoft, it will get automatically created. Now let's take an example and create a new. So suppose let me just go with the reclamation for AM365 products. Okay. Now you have it will ask you whether where you have to perform this applies this particular reclamation. Install software, SAP named user, or engineer appliances. So all these three options will have different persona. So right now I will go with the install software. Now it will ask you the reclamation type. So you have two options, whether it is a total usage time or last use date time. If you go with the low usage time, it will ask you the what with the basic specific time period you want, or if you go with the last use date, so you will get a notification set of time conditions like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or 120 days, or it could be 180 days. Okay. Now over here, you have to just mark this checkbox as a true. So if it is a false, that means the tool create the reclamation, but it will not create the reclamation candidate. Okay. If it is a check, that means suppose that once the reconciliation gets run, it will create the reclamation candidate basis on the particular product which you have select. If you have the asset manager group, you can mark those as asset manager group over here, assignment group. This checkbox, which I have mentioned over here, notify user. If you mark this particular notify user true, it will ask you from how many previous days you want to notify the user. So days before auto reclamation. So you can mark 5 days before auto reclamation, user get notified that these are the softwares are you have not utilizing this particular software from set of time period. Okay. Now you can see the last use before. It will ask you this set of condition 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, or 1 year ago. Okay. So based on that, you can select. So let me take I would say 3 months ago. Once you're done, just submit. Once you save this reclamation rule, so your reclamation rule now it's created. Now we have to add the software product which comes under the Microsoft 365. So for that one, you have to click on the edit to reduce the search criteria. You can put publisher is Microsoft and run. Also, you can put one other field also. Product type is licensable. Okay. And I'm selecting all the products and save. Whatever the exe file available for these particular products, those products, it will listed over here. Okay. And if I just now save, now tool will get trigger one note email schedule job will get trigger for the reclamation, and it will create the removal candidates based on the this condition. Now there will there is a one separate table also for that software subscription table, which shows you the whether this particular software is installed on used by the particular user from set of days or not. Okay, and the usage via SCCM. So with the help of use SCCM, you can get the data of the particular software from how many days this particular software are not installed by the user, and also with the help of this uh, platform, you can reclaim the software from the user. It will be an automation process. Okay, now let's come to the ham. Before moving to the ham, let me show you that the compliance and the non-compliance part, which is the very important over here in SAM. So as we saw that over here, the few product is compliant and few are non-compliant. So over here, once you're done with your configuration, SAM configuration, and a developer of part is done, then your consultant part will come over here on the SAM, where you have to identify whether this particular product is are really a compliant or non-compliant. Let me take you from the SAM example over here, software asset workspace. Under license usage, let me take an example, take the publisher as a Adobe. So Adobe is marked as a non-compliant. We have the one particular version, DC Professional, which is marked as a non-compliant. Why? We have for this particular product, Adobe System Acrobat DC Professional, where the license metric is per core. We have 122 license, and we are overutilizing this particular software. Okay, with the number of 18. So if I just go open check, also under the remediation option, you will get the option over here. What you can do over here. So for the purchase right, if you have the purchase core license metric, you can go and you can either you can go and procure the license, or you can go and check, identify what is the issue over here. As you already have a plenty number of license you have. Okay, so for this one, let me just open the software entitlements for this. Okay, and first you will see whether the state of the particular asset entitlement is in use or retire. So in our case, it is in use. It's okay. Now you can see these two are the user subscription, and this only is only for the per core. So just open this particular entitlement, and you remember for the Adobe, we don't have subscription license metric for the per core. It could be your per device, per user, and user subscription. So from we can change the license metric group from the common to Adobe, and we can select user subscription over here. Okay, and save. Once you're done with this way, you can just run the reconciliation jobs to get runs, and post that you can re-verify the data once it's done. Okay, it will take time to get normalized. Now let's come to the ham part. So ham, the hardware asset management is the set of practices of the tracking for your managing the life cycle of IT hardware assets, which is available, which are I would say very need of having the hardware asset management. So key aspect of hardware asset management will be your inventory management. Under the ham, you can track the life cycle of the assets, including serial number, models, locations, and asset tags. So in ham, the if you go and check which all the for primary key for maintaining the life cycle sanity of the assets, it will be your serial key. Suppose that is the second aspect of the ham will be the cost optimization. So it will help you to tracking your asset costs, including purchase price, maintenance, and cost, and the disposal cost. With the help of this one, you can find out that while I'm mentioning the disposal. So under the hardware asset management or asset, uh, there will be a depreciation cost will be there, where basis on the selection of the choice which you select, it will decide the cost of that particular asset. Then we have the asset lifecycle management, managing the complete lifecycle of assets from procurement to retirement, including maintenance, disposal, and warranties. Compliance and reporting, providing reporting for asset tracking, compliance, and audit reporting. With the help of hardware asset workspace, you can create a audit also hardware asset audit for your internal purpose so that you can be ready for the actual audit that happens. Hardware models and categories. So in ham we have the model management, like which work on the manufacturer model number and also helps you to track the life cycle of particular hardware. The categories will be having the desktop, laptop, mobile, server, etc. So let me show you the same over the instance as well. So this is the ALM hardware table, ALM asset hardware dot list. Okay, if I open any record from here, so this is the model of particular assets, Gateway DX series. If I open this one, the primary key for this one will be the manufacturer model number. With the help of this way, you will be able to track the life cycle of particular device. Okay, and the model categories we having multiple things for the if you have the computer, that means you can track or you can consume desktop, laptop under this model computer category. If you have the mobile phone, so we'll be having mobile phone mobile category, or the class for table name for with that one is a handheld computing device. For printer we have printer table class, for server we have server. So we have different categories for each kind of assets. Okay, and when I'm saying the disposal and the depreciation part, so with the help of this way, you can see that if any time you just raise the disposal order for this particular asset, for that one there are some set of conditions will be there, where the condition will be like your asset should not be the in use state, it should be marked as in stock, and the substate should be your pending for disposal. If you have marked this particular asset as a pending for disposal, and so yeah, that particular asset will be a part of or eligible for your disposal. Once you're done complete with the disposal order, uh, the disposal order number will automatically appear over here, and that whatever the details you have filled on the form, those details will be coming over here. Okay, like next one will be the receiving and stockroom of assets. So receiving and the stockroom, like in ham we can manage the stockroom management. So let me show you the stockroom as well. So over here we can create a stockroom for each and every location. If you have multiple locations, you can create a warehouse for a specific location, and you can create a sub stockroom over there. Under that particular stockroom, you can add multiple assets. It could be a hardware assets, bundle assets. Bundle assets is like you are the combination of the uh, desktop, lap or monitor screen, your keyboard, your mouse, your headphones, or mouse pad. This come under the bundle assets. If you have the consumables for this particular, you have assigned some consumer for this particular location, so you can add those over here. Software licensing, you can over put, if you have the license, you can put over here. Other asset, if you have something, you can mark over here. And the loaner pool. Loaner pool is like you are assigning assets, or you are procuring, you have taking any asset for the basis of the loaning purpose only. And why I'm saying under the stock room management, you will be having the stock rule over here. Okay, so these are the stock rules which automatically we I have set it over here. It's available in the PDI, my PDI. So you can see over here for the Dell Incorporation, I have put one stock rule for this. Like once the stock room, I find out for this particular warehouse stock room, if for the hard this particular machine or this particular model, Dell Incorporation Alien pair M17X, quantity gets decrease by below the 10, it will trigger one PO order or from the to the vendor for restocking with the 20 machines. Okay, so how it will generate? It will so there is one scheduled job which runs on the daily basis, and it, I guess, and the next section will be done by the next tomorrow in the morning, and it will trigger one basis. It will trigger the, either could be a purchase or the transfer order basis on the selection of the given you have selected over here. So as I have selected over here on the vendor, so it will go and create a purchase order. And if I select any option as a stock room, so it will transfer from some set of different stock room to this stock room. Yeah. So okay, yeah. Till here, this is the entire PPT which I have created with some set of few topics which are mandatory or which are required in day-to-day ham and sam developers. Now I'm welcome to the questions if which you have. Please let me know. Let me just stop the sharing.
Hi, I have a few questions.
Yeah, please
Uh,
go on.
is Ham and Sam same, except for the tables and terminology that we use? Like, I understand that for Ham, it's about assets and CAs, and for software, it is entitlements, licenses, and all. So, on the whole, if we look at the structure, it's kind of similar, right? Is my understanding correct?
Can you, Archana, can you put your question in the chat as well so that I can read and give you the answer?
Right, sure, sure. Uh, I have a list of questions actually. Shall I
Okay.
post all of them?
Yeah, you can put it over here. I will go and read each and one by one.
Okay, sure, sure.
Okay, I have one question. This is Prabhu. How is
Yeah.
CA will be converted into a asset?
So CI will not get converted into the asset. Asset will convert into the CI. If you are asset or CI will mark as a you retired any as CI, so then only it will become the asset. So there is no CI will be marked as your, it will be your email server, your printers, or I would say router. They have a plenty life cycle, so there will be no you can't mark those mark those CI as asset. So there only you can just dispose those as CIs.
Okay, so the why I'm asking is usually when we discover, right, the data will come into CMDBC underscore computer or hardware classes,
Mm-hmm.
right? Those
Mm-hmm.
server classes, the data will come into their right. So, but the table which you showed is ALM underscore asset. So I have I'm just curious, right? How the Discord data, like when it is Discord, some assets in an org, CIs in an organization, how like the data moves to ALM asset, like yeah, that's my
Uh,
question.
for, yeah, I will take your question, Prabhu. I will show you the same on the my PDF as well. Okay. After the I will give the answer for every question from Archana. I will show you the same thing right away. Is it okay to you, Prabhu?
Sure.
Okay. So Archana, you have first question. Ham and Sam are same when we look into the them from the top view. The structure. Okay. So both will look like same, like in the both way we are managing the asset. In ham we are managing the your hardware assets. In sam we are managing your software licensing. Both have their the structure will be the same, the life cycle we follow the same. The difference will be like both have their own different criteria. They are both will be dependent each and every software are dependent on the hardware asset management, because whatever the softwares are installed on the machine, basis on that you will create the compliance report. And sam will play a key role while having your audit in your organization. So each and every publisher or OEM will go and check what all the softwares you are currently consuming in your organization. Basis on that they will create charge, well they will give you the put you the penalty or not. ALM hardware for ham, yes. ALM license for SAM, yeah. ALM hardware, it will show you the inventory of what all the assets available in your organization, and it will show you the hardware model name. Basis on that, if there are any SCIs available or tag with those assets, it will show. The ALM license table is the software license table only. It will show you the inventory of the licensing only. Okay, and
Okay,
the
so it's
CMDBCI,
like
yeah.
just like we have ALM hardware for ham, it's
Mhm.
ALM license for SAM, right?
Yeah, so ALM license
Okay.
table will show you the entire licensing, software license in your inventory.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
for a CMDB CI computer, the software installation table, no, the software installation table is very highly secure table in SAMPRO. That's why you can't go and check the name, right? You can put the name software installation in the filter navigator. You have to put the backend name of the software installation table. Then only you will be able to reach to the software installation table. For that, either you have the admin role or SAM admin role. If you have these two roles, then only you will be able to access the software installation table. Apart from all roles, you can't go and check the software installation table.
Okay. So in general, ALM hardware is linked with CMDB computer or handheld devices, right?
ALM hardware, yeah, ALM hardware table have multiple model categories as I show right
mm,
away. Under the category model categories, you will be having the computer of any model categories will be there. Basis on
yeah.
that, it will go the data from whatever the data you have in your ALM hardware table. So ALM hardware table, your asset table,
Mm,
where you are tracking the life cycle of asset management. So whatever the data you have in your ALM hardware table, the same data, that's not the same data, the CI data will be present on your CMDB tables. For if you have the whatever the data is available in the computer category, the data will be available in your CMDB CI computer table.
okay. And there can be multiple different other tables also.
Yes. So they
Uh,
have some set of
okay.
few tables will be redirect from the asset table,
Mhm.
not the entire things.
Okay. So can I relate the same with SAM? Like ALM
No.
license is like asset table and software installation is like CI table.
You can say that. So software installation table will be having an entire in software inventory basis on
Mm,
the like whatever the softwares are installed on your machines. Let me
mm.
try open if it is available. Let me show you.
Sure.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
So this is your ALM license table. I would say the software entitlement table. Okay, where you can put your inventory, license inventory. Okay, and this is your software installation table, where you can see the software installation inventory. What all the softwares are installed on which machines. From here, you can get that idea. Okay, for the example, this particular machine, I have 27 licenses are available, or this machine is consuming this much licensing. Okay, over here, there could be some few licensable or few not licensable. When I'm saying the licensable and not licensable, the layman term will be like licensable. That means it's a paid software. If it is a not licensable, that means it's a free software. There will be a few furthermore, three more categories will be there: child, driver, and patch. I hope this is I have marked give you the answer.
Uh,
Uh,
yes, yes. I will again look into the instance, and I think that I will be clear by then. Just one more
okay.
question. If I have Intune in place,
Mhm.
so will it discover the software related items also, or it's
Yeah,
just
if you
hardware?
have Intune, which available in your organization, so there will be agent will be available on all those machines. Okay,
Mhm.
if you are managing the using that particular, I hope you are using that particular Intune as a patch management tool. So that
Yes.
helps you. That will give you the complete insight, or I will complete picture what all the softwares are available on these machines.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
And for the
Uh,
third question, how is software overutilization possible? Yes, it is overutilization can be possible because, like suppose you have procured 100 license, okay, for my Adobe Acrobat, okay, you have procured 100 licenses, but you are consuming 120. Why the 20 is overutilized? Like somewhere around, another user get come to the in your domain and he installed the software. So once your discovery will get done, that particular machine will also consuming the license of from your procurement team, from your procure software license. So that's the reason it shows your over license.
I think I didn't get that. So, for example, I have 10 licenses available in the system. So,
Hmm.
10 users raise a request and get access to the, I mean, get those softwares installed. How
Yes.
will the 11th person be able to get it installed? Like, for example, I understand the ham structure a little better than Sam. So,
Hmm.
for ham, it's like if only if a computer is in stock available, then
Hmm.
the system will be able to assign it to the users, basically the
Yes.
requesters.
Hmm.
So if the
Hmm.
11th person comes in, the ham will not be able to give a computer to the user, right? So
Hmm.
how is it different with the software? Like
Yeah,
overutilization is something I am not understanding.
so suppose as you mentioned that you have 10 license and you have assigned 10 license to 10 users, okay, but there is a one
Okay.
person will gets come to your he download, okay, he or she can download from the software from the open source without
Mhm.
intimating you that I have downloaded that particular software. Okay.
Oh.
Now, the tool once run the reconciliation itself, you will get the notification that your particular product become non-compliant. Why so? There is a user who is installing this particular machine which is not
Mhm.
licensable.
Mhm. Okay.
Then you will
Because
get you will identify that okay, on tool will show you you are overutilizing this particular product.
okay, so overutilization comes into picture only if someone downloads the software from an open source.
Yes.
Okay, okay, understood, understood. I
And
have one
also
more question. Yeah, yeah,
or
please continue.
on the add-on of your overutilization as well, in your hardware asset management, you know that for the servers, you have the core based servers. Like there will be one VI, virtual server which has multiple nodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are assigning a license to one VI, one virtual
Mm.
instance, it will go, that particular software will be consumed by all the nodes for all the cores which you have. For example, if I'm taking an example of the my Microsoft SQL Server, okay,
Mhm.
and the SQL Server works on the per core basis. So, and
Okay.
if you have the and you have the license of only 5 servers, so that means 10 license you have. Okay, 5 is to
Mhm.
2, 2 license, 10 license. But the servers which you are currently using, it's a 4 core basis, 4 is to 4. Okay, per core it has 4 pack, 4 is to 4, that means 16. That means that particular server will consume 16 license of Microsoft SQL Server. Then again, that particular product become your non-compliant.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Because the count is not matching.
Yes.
Okay, understood. Okay. And one question related to the disposal process. So,
Mhm.
is there any automatic process that we have in ServiceNow for disposal process?
We have hardware disposal process. If you
Mhm.
have the ham pro, that process will be available for you.
Okay. Mhm.
Let me
Understood.
I have that process also. Yes, over here
Okay.
on the filter navigator, if you search with the hardware disposal, you can see disposal orders.
Okay. So the respective person has to create a disposal order for the
Yes,
respective asset, right?
yes. The stockroom manager
Mhm.
should the like it could be the best way. The stockroom manager should go and create the hardware disposal order.
Mhm. So over here I see stockroom location and assigned to. So
So you
uh,
the stockroom,
mhm.
whatever the stockrooms you have in your inventory, that will be available over here. The location will get automatically fetched based on the stockroom.
Okay, okay.
Assigned to
So
who is
mhm.
going to you assign this particular as a disposal order, you can put it over here.
And if I have two laptops, then whichever is pending for disposal, so this disposal order gets linked with that particular laptop, right?
Yes, yes.
And there is no option to choose the asset from here.
No, no, yeah, from not from here. Once you submit this request now, let me just quickly do it for you. Okay,
Okay.
if I just
Yeah.
submit this one, so it will create you can see the planned asset and hardware disposal order task. So it will create
Mhm.
first disposal order task, which is verify the
Mhm.
assets. If I just
Okay.
refresh this one, okay, it will just generate verify the assets. Over here we
Okay.
have to verify which assets we want to going to dispose.
Mhm.
Furthermore, we have to add that particular asset. So let's take an example of any assets which I have already. Do we have anyone? Okay. For taking the example of this particular asset,
Mhm.
for this one, if I mark this particular asset as a disposal, and the disposal stockroom will be this. Okay. Now, if you refresh this one or run the filter, and asset, you can see this particular asset
Mhm.
P1000241 Kate1DX is available for your disposal.
Okay. So it
Okay.
is based on the stock room, not okay. Understood. Stock room plus
So you
assigned to.
yes, no, 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 not assigned to. Whatever
Mhm.
the asset you want to mark as particular asset as a disposed, you have to assign that particular asset to change the state from in use to
In
in
stock.
stock. Then you have to
Yeah.
put that asset into any further this stock room. Then only you
Understood.
will be able to raise the request.
Okay, okay. Understood. And the assigned to that we have chosen on the first page, right? The, while creating disposal order. What was
Uh-huh.
that for?
It is for like who will work on this particular disposal order. That's it.
Okay, okay. Understood, understood. Okay, okay.
It is
And do we
configurable.
have?
You can put as a this assign to will get populate based on the whatever the if you have assigned stockroom manager, that name will
Hmm,
automatically get populated.
okay, it is all custom. Understood.
Yes,
Do we have a process for procurement also, or like this?
yes, we have the process. It's
Okay.
advanced shipment notification, which is available
Mm-hmm.
in ham pro. By that
Okay.
way you have to just import some excel, whatever the data you have in, you can import with that, and post that it will just generate the procurement order, purchase order.
Understood. Okay. I'll go through the document for that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Archana,
you.
for getting these
Yeah.
questions on this forum so that other people also got a chance to get these answers. Thank you so much for creating this questions. I hope that the trainer was able to help you with all the answers with a very satisfaction way. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for
All
that.
right. Sure, sure. Apart from Archana, anyone would like to ask some questions based on the workshop that we did? We have to cover some other things as well. So, any questions?
I guess Prabhu was having yeah.
Prabhu?
Yes, I guess
Yes.
Mahesh Kale, he has also raised his hand. So
Mhm.
Mahesh, if you're there, you can feel free to ask your questions. Because I have kept a note of you. You have raised your hand for asking something, but due to some reasons you were not able to ask. Mahesh, it's Mahesh Khatal. Yeah. Guys, are you there? Please confirm if we are audible to you guys. Please, could you please just type yes in the chat if you guys can hear us?
Prabhu, I think you're asking something. So yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I I asked him regarding regarding like how the CAs will get converted into assets, like using the discovery, the data comes to CMDB underscore CA underscore hardware, those tables, right? But this table is ALM asset. So how the transition happen from this table to that table? That's my question.
Okay. Okay. So let me tell you, show you over here on the LM hardware table. Yeah, and let me show you this CMDB CI computer table. Also, let me show you asset and CI. Okay. Let's take an example of any hardware which is available right now. It is, let's say, this one. Okay, MacBook Pro 17 inches. It is a part of CI. Yeah, which is coming on the some CMDB CI computer table. Okay, are you with me, Prabhu? Till here?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the currently it is CI. Okay, but we have one software model which say, over here you can see the field which denote is a asset also. Okay, whatever the field level changes will be we perform over here, that will redirect that will reflect on the hardware table as well. Okay, whatever you make the changes over here, the shape will get change over on LM hardware table because of the asset and CI field mapping.
Okay.
Okay,
So
now yeah,
gone. So the thing is, when it got discovered, it will confirm it is an asset or a CI, and basically it will
yes,
create into LM asset.
yeah.
That's the same
So
thing, right?
once your discovery gets run, so it will create a record. So first it will be so the record will be created in both way, in CMDB CI and CMDB ALM asset table, both simultaneously, and the fields get mapped with this way. We have the table which says AI asset CI install status mapping. Yeah, this table will be the status of the for CI, like whether it is in use or dispose or whatever it is, and this field, this table will tag with all the fields like asset tag assigned to us, which on which date this particular asset which gets assigned, what is the company name, constant name. This will be gets automatically appear on the hardware table.
Okay, got it. So we have something where it will say it's an asset or it's not an asset. The CI
Yes.
is an asset and not an asset. Okay, got it.
So CI can like as I mentioned that CI can be as like there could asset can be a CI, but there will be a few CIs can be asset only. As your laptop, your desktop can be your asset. Once it will mark as a inactive from the your disco discovery, it becomes asset. Okay, like suppose if I just remove the particular let me just filter a form layout. Status, I guess install status. Mm, Install status. Okay. Now if I just submit, so right now it is live. So it's installed. Now if I just put it in stock and save, okay, for this particular asset, and let me show you the same over here. Okay. So right now it is in use, but so once the schedule job gets run, so it will mark as particular as CI or asset as a in stock also. And once it mark as in stock, the assign to gets changed.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for taking this question. All right, guys. So it's 1:30. So probably thanks, Satish, for taking this session. So before I move ahead, any questions from anyone, so that I can take the session?
Yeah. So I can see most of the stuff here automated. So what is the ServiceNow developer role here?
So yeah, that's all the process are the automate. Looks but the role of the developer will be the like the see the compliance will not get be automatically. So you have to perform the compliance check on your software license part and the hardware as well. So there in software license part we don't have out of the box workflows. You have to build on your own, like the software requirement, software installation, software request, software procurement. These are the process flow which you have to build up on your own. Okay. And the compliance part you have to do it on your own, because it's totally require your understanding how much you will understand of your licensing.
Yeah. Thank you. Got it.
All right. Thank you. All right. So due to some time limitations, we have to stop a Q&A session here. So thanks, Shitish, once again for handing over the session to me once again. And probably, I hope, guys, you were able to get the good technical insight from last 2 hours, because I handed over the session from 11:30 till 1:30. So I hope that 2 hours was very useful and you gain a lot of knowledge. So this is Ham and Sam looks like, and it's very important for every organization to have their proper management of hardware asset management and software, because whenever you go to the company, right from a small scale company to the big level company, of course, we know like in today's age, we are using the laptop and the desktop, and we are using some important software which is very secure. So hardware has to be there, and on top of that, software has to be there. But the question arises like, how do we manage? So that is the reason we came up with the hardware asset management module into ServiceNow. So this Ham and Sam is nothing new. It's very old technology which is going into the market, but it was not parallel with ServiceNow. So now ServiceNow is entering into all modules and trying to take over all everything. Okay, so now when we have to understand, like every organization has to use this hardware and software. So in there is a concept called as an supply and demand. When there is a demand, there has to be supply. So for an example, if the company has having the requirement of getting this management done, so ideally, indirectly or indirectly, we have to prove ourselves that we have to have this knowledge and get the job openings, because this is more important. So when we have this experience of this module, it's very high demanding module. As I told you in the last session, that company is looking out for some unique module, which is very important. Okay, so that is the reason we have to learn this module, and it's very important to have this. So, and yes, like you got this understanding about like how this looks like, and it's very technical, and that is the reason it's very high into the demand right now. So in order to learn these modules, we have also given like the training program that we have created, like how we can train you this in a very secular way so that you can get the inside knowledge about this training. So let me quickly share my screen and show you too, like how we have prepared this curriculum, that way, so that you get all the information about the training program.